to sales meeting. It's about 10 a.m. Pacific right now, and we're just going to wait until the rest of the group joins, and we'll get started in just a few minutes.
Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon for many of you.
What's going on, Sam?
Joining. Took me a little while to get to the podium, quote unquote, but I am here. Wow. Love to see all the names popping up. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Donna,
can anybody hear me? Am I talking into a vacuum?
Tony, welcome. Good to see you, brother.
Christy, give me a thumbs up if you can hear my voice. Yay, 2 thumbs up. Happy day.
We're good.
Cool. Hey, just a small logistic note for all the Radius organizers here. On the invite, we should remember to remove the Google meeting. I think we had 1 or 2 people in that room. I dropped the link in, but I wasn't sure if they saw or heard me. But otherwise, super cool. All right, let's just give people like 30 more seconds. I know it's already 3 after. Want to value your time. Want to value your valuable time. But it is so exciting to watch all the people jump into rooms. It's great that we're running this off of our own fledgling tech. I'm sure there's a slide or 2 on it, but just to talk about the company overall for a second. As you know from the last sales meeting, we had incredible growth last year, almost 400% growth, and we're seeing the same thing happen through Q1 so far. The past 3 months have been our largest months as far as the transactions that you all have put through, which kind of points to your success. And we have a large part of the presentation today around awards. And we also had the largest past few months as far as agents and teams that have joined. So it's really great to see that that the value that Radius is putting out there is being recognized. And we have more and more teams and high performing agents joining. And before we even start, thank you all for taking the time to spend a little time with us today. Feel free to jump in. I know this is largely set up as a presentation, and I think but the goal here is really to connect with each other and support each other, celebrate each other. So feel free to chime in at request to become a speaker and whatnot. Would love to hear from everybody who wants to join in. But I guess without further ado, it's already 5 after. Let's get the show on the road. Who is presenting that beautiful deck I saw? And if the answer is me, cross your fingers.
The answer is you, Sam.
Sam, you're the man. You're always the man.
Hello? Is that Stephanie? Somebody?
Yeah, can you?
Now I can hear you. I think
Okay,
my volume.
yes. The answer is you.
So the answer is me. Okay, cool. Well, bear with me a second then while I go ahead and pull it up and get to the right deck. I have it right here. And then I go back to the rooms, back to share. Back to share my screen. Let's do it. Right in. And see how the slideshow mode goes. Let me know if you have any issues with viewing the deck.
Everything looks good.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Radius quarterly sales meeting. Thanks for everyone for joining. This is, Q2, but a lot of the conversation today will be about, what happened in Q1. And let's see, I got this going. So, stop me if I'm, going over somebody's slide or something like that. But, thinking about back, onto Q1 2023 was a success. Talked about it a little bit, from a very corporate, kind of egocentric standpoint. Companies growing. We're seeing lots of, high performing agents and especially teams moving over. So that's great to see, kind of as early adopters as we get this thing off the ground. But really for all of us, whether it's corporate Radius or for your own individual brokerages, teams, or as individual agents, what's your Q2 business goal? Feel free to jump in. What are you trying to do in Q2 that might have been different from Q1, might have been different from a way that you've operated before? Or would just be interesting to share with the overall community. Now, I will say into the dare, the writer's strike has had no bearing on our ability to put this together. So hopefully you're able to jump in and share a bit.
Is it just me, Sam, or is your screen glitching? It looks like it's going in and out. That's all.
As long as my baritone voice is coming through uninterrupted. But David, since you went ahead and grabbed the conch shell here, you work with a lot of teams. You do BDO with a lot of different teams. What types of adjustments or changes or kind of new developments are you seeing from the teams that you work closely with?
Let me be really impeccable with my words and think about that for a second. I think something I've noticed with all of our partners, and by the way, those partners that are on this call, thank you for joining. It's really, really good to see all of you. It makes me really happy to see all of you on these screens. It brings joy to my heart. Seriously, it's really fun to connect with each one of you. And those of you that I have a personal relationship with outside of just business, I've seen you guys grow immensely in the last quarter. I've worked with some of you since last year, specifically one of you guys, Jeff Fahey and Tony Gonzalez, and I've seen you guys go from an individual contributor to owning your own partnership team with us and growing that team, not just like with your individual sales, but like your team sales too. And watching those people on your team thrive is probably the coolest feeling on the planet for me internally here. Like I get so excited. Like I can't tell you how many times Tony Gonzalez and I touch base as friends each week, right? Or Jeff Fahey each week. And we're like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever, seeing the expansion happen live. And the amount of knowledge I get from you guys in the field, I am so eternally grateful for. So I think the biggest change and the things that have happened over the last quarter, quarter one, is expansion, creativity, and new ways to drive business I've seen from every single partner I've communicated with. And I'll edify Tony and Jeff. They'll call me and find new ways to create new business. And they're always so excited to tell me, like, Dave, you've got to check this out. I just came up with this. Or Dave, like, my team members are rocking and rolling. They just figured out this way to get this new opportunity. And I would have never even thought about that, right? And it's been really a cool symbiotic relationship going from end of quarter, last year into quarter one this year. And you guys taking the knowledge that I've been able to provide for you, which it's been an honor, and creating that into your own unique ability to drive revenue and produce growth within your teams. So I'm grateful for that. That's for one thing for sure in Q1.
Yeah, any secrets you want to share? I mean, I know that people are looking looking at new lead sources. As Zillow's being Zillow, people are looking at different new lead sources. I know the two teams that you called out. They've been high performers, specifically as far as their growth goes. In increasing their teams. Any specific tactics anyone wants to share for the group?
I want to hear from somebody here that I work with. Come on, guys.
Well, one of the things that I've implemented is putting in a good contact management source for my agents to have something to grow from. We implemented Chime, which gives you the CRM, the lead sources, the marketing, the website, gives you the whole basket of tools. I'm seeing my agents now starting to implement that into their business and putting in their contacts and putting them on some touches, and it's been really good.
That's awesome. I mean, a CRM can be incredibly beneficial. CRM is like it kind of reminds me of like the gym membership. It's only as good as the work that we put into it, right? And it's kind of easy to get it started sometimes, or easy at least to to see the promise, but then to kind of get them to keep inputting those contact lists, to actually use it for the marketing automation that it may have. That's the rub. But it's awesome that you're taking that step. That could really help the efficiency of your team over time. Has anybody else had good or bad experiences with CRMs?
Yeah, this is Jeff. Hi everybody, and thanks for the compliment, Dave. And just to elaborate on Tony's point, yeah, I mean, I'm having success with the CRMs, but taking it a little bit further, I just had a call with one of our new partners last night, Shan, from California, and I was letting him know a little step that I've added on, which is like a database administrator with following up with the leads that are in the automations, like an ISA, for instance. And that has been going well lately since I turned on my lead. I was turning it off for a while because I just had too many. Now I turn it back on again, and now we're back into the ISA world again with getting leads followed up with, and we have several that have already filled out loan applications. I have one under contract closing next week, so that's going really well.
Did you, as far as the ISA goes, did you use a company who kind of specializes in real estate? Did you create the scripts? Like, how did you logistically get the whole thing set up?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's the one that I have going that I've had for 4 or 5 years, and the script that I've been using in coaching programs that I've had over the years that I basically just copied agents that sell thousands of homes, and then I just implemented that with these leads, as well as tying it into the tools that I already have with Radius that came when I joined Radius.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, I think Jeff is probably the most creative human being I've met within the real estate field. He knows like everything from how to create leads on Facebook all the way to sourcing opportunities to work his leads. This man, let me tell you, we got on a call with a gentleman last night, and he's like, man, Jeff knows how to negotiate. He's killing it, man. I'm like, you haven't met Jeff in person. He'll negotiate at the restaurant. Like, wait till you work with him like Christy Wiles does. Then you'll learn what he negotiates on.
He's definitely in the right field.
Yeah. Jeff, it sounds like you need to lead a couple masterminds here. At least one's how to barter your TGI Fridays ribs down to a couple months.
Totally. But as far as the lead generation, I mean, I have no problem sharing. Like I get leads off of Facebook and Google, and I know a lot of agents are against it and they think they're garbage. But what one of my coaches told me, and told 1,000 agents in the room, sometimes people just need to look in the mirror, and everybody just laughed. It's not the leads. I mean, given, they're a top of funnel lead. They're going to be maybe 6 months to 2 years out for some of them.
Yep.
But the reason why agents are successful and not successful is follow up. And that's why I really believe in these tools that are at our disposal with CRMs and workflows and ISAs with following up, because you're basically throwing away money if you're not following up, no matter how many leads you get or what source it is.
That follow up is critical. I mean, that follow up that's life, right? That's how to be successful in life, and that it's hard to do. And having a CRM at least provides a structure that agents can rely on, and not to tip our hand too much, but that might be a direction you see a lot of our development in the next quarter or two, as far as providing you another option for kind of a more robust CRM, marketing automation, and the like. So that might be down the road for us. Cool. Well, if there are no other burning comments, I really appreciate you and Tony, Jeff and Tony, for jumping in, providing a little bit of expert insight. Let's see what's in store for us. As I said, some pretty great brokerage achievements. We are small but mighty. A first $1 billion should certainly be celebrated, but as you all know, especially the top performers, we should be passing billions of dollars, quarter by quarter. See the momentum pick up. So great work to date, but there's so much more to do in the future. Super exciting is, hopefully you all have already seen this, and I'll ask Jessica please to do a deep dive on this as she walks everybody through. But hopefully you all have seen over the past quarter quite a number of technology product improvements, including offer drafting and transaction management. Over the coming year or two, you're gonna see our technology offerings and features and services really accelerate. But let's talk about what we have today, not necessarily promises for the future. Jessica, if you wouldn't mind grabbing the mic and walking us all through some of these latest product releases.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me, Sam?
Loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. So our first update, I think, is our most exciting. We just launched offer drafting, guys, which means that you are now able to write an offer from your dashboard. And we created not just the standard purchase agreements, but depending on the state, we created different offer packet types as well. So if your state has a vacant land or condo or farm and ranch or mobile home, we created offer packets based off of those contracts as well. Basically, the cover sheet, when you fill in the cover sheet, that information is going to be taken into consideration when the document packets are pulled together. So for California, for example, which is a very document-heavy state, if you add an additional selling agent, then automatically an AAA is going to be added to your document packet, which is an additional agent acknowledgement. So it's a smart cover sheet, right? So when you fill in the information in the cover sheet, it's going to affect the document packet, so that not only you have a complete document packet, but you will also be in compliance. And this is live now. So I would absolutely love it if you guys have some free time. Definitely check it out, play around in the dashboard, and please always feel free to reach out to me, jessica.deferrari@radiusagent.com. I love to hear your feedback. You guys, your feedback is so valuable to us. We want to build this for you so that it's useful for you, so that it elevates your business, makes your day-to-day, streamlined. So please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to schedule time with you if you want to get on a call. Any and all feedback is welcome. So it's really exciting. Please, take a few minutes and check it out, and always feel free to reach out to me.
So Jessica, they basically now live on their dashboard, they can go and they fill out a cover sheet. I always think about this like for anyone who's used TurboTax, I kind of think about this like as the TurboTax for offer contracts. You come in, you fill out your cover sheet based on the information you provide the cover sheet. Jessica and team have already, the product has already laid out the right contracts that need to be, the right contracts or agreement that need to be completed by your area and type of deal. And then using the information from the cover sheet, it pre-populates all of the DocuSigns for you, and it sets up the right signature cadence as well. So hopefully offer drafting goes from, what can be sometimes a little bit of a pain to something that is a little bit less of a pain, I would say. And then just to call it out, if you happen to be a team lead, all of this information, if your team is using this, will be immediately ported into your dashboard. So you'll be able to watch the action and monitor the action just from of your team agents from your dashboard.
Yep, absolutely. And just a reminder, much like the listing, the listing drafting, we integrated DocuSign. So you generate your offer packet and you can send it out via DocuSign for signatures right from the dashboard. So this is live on the dashboard right now. It's not live in your Radius Office app yet, but very, very soon it will be. And if you have not downloaded the Radius Office app, we highly recommend that you do that today. And then as soon as this feature is live on the Radius Office app, you'll be able to write listings and offers from your phone, tablet, in your car, on the go. Well, don't do it in your car while you're driving, but when you're on the go.
How about the My Active Clients in the CRM? What advancements have happened there?
This is another new feature that recently launched. So this is your CRM for your active client pipeline. So it's under My Active Clients in the Transaction Management tab in your dashboard. And just a heads up, this syncs with the My Listings, My Contracts, and My Offers tabs in your dashboard as well. So as you write an offer or your offer is accepted and you move your offer to the My Contracts, then it will move along the client, through this pipeline as well. And the really, really cool thing that just launched as well is if you can see the upper right-hand corner, we have a couple of screenshots here. In these tiles, so you have a tile for your client, the client information. If you open it, you can see at the top, there's different sections here. So we have overview, notes, financing, reminders, and timeline. Under financing, you can actually request right out of the dashboard right here. You can send a request to Loan Desk, which is our Radius Mortgage division, for your client to be pre-approved right out of the CRM. So
that's pretty. Yeah, we'll reach out to the client, and try to get them pre-approved, try to get them qualified, as kind of Tony and Greg were talking earlier about kind of some cold leads. This would give you another positive signal that they're actually qualified to purchase and maybe even ready to purchase. And then just a quick call out, Jessica, on this. For those of you who are using third-party CRMs, like Tony mentioned Chime earlier, I'm pretty sure we do integrations with your current CRM, and once it's set up, we can port the data over, so you can use Radius's reporting and offer drafting and all of those sorts of things without actually having to forego the use of your CRM for other uses.
Yes, excellent call out, Sam. Zapier has been integrated. So you can connect your, if you're using a third-party CRM, like Sam was saying, you can now connect it with Zapier.
And
feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah, for those uneducated on Zapier, it simply is a pipeline between one source of data and another. So you're off there, using Follow Up Boss. Your team is using Follow Up Boss. You don't need to change anything there. Just have a quick call with Jessica, and we can port all that data over into the current CRM. So you can continue. Your team could continue to use Follow Up Boss, but you'll be able to get all the reporting and the updates inside of the Office app, inside of your dashboard, and then have access to all the additional functionality that the Radius CRM provides.
Yes, absolutely. Can't stress that enough. Your feedback is so valuable, you guys. We want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. So please, as you're using these features, the good, the bad, and the ugly, please feel free to email me, schedule time with me. You can Slack me if you choose, but I would love to hear from you guys.
So I think we got one more for you. Oh, at least one more. What's going on with listings?
So we made some updates to the listing feature, much like offer writing. So this is listing writing. This launched first. It launched a few months back. So we did make some updates to it. So please feel free, again, to take a look at this feature as well. But the biggest, I think, update we have in listing writing is we streamlined the DocuSign issue. So basically, when you send if you send multiple documents out for signature, it's going to send it in one DocuSign packet. So we made some really exciting updates there too.
And if we don't use DocuSign?
Well,
Go ahead. Jessica. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's actually integrated with our DocuSign. So if you don't use DocuSign, that's fine. You can still send out via our DocuSign through your dashboard.
Right.
And
So
it will notify you.
Yeah, it's a fully integrated process where you come through and all you need to do is fill in the cover sheet. It gives you the opportunity to go and review the documents to ensure that everything's correct. And then at the end of the flow, you just hit send or next or whatever that button might be, and DocuSign is already gonna take care of that in the background. There's no extra steps for you to take unless you want. Yeah. But good question. Any other thoughts, comments on this technology? Things you'd like to see? Jessica keeps talking, requesting feedback. Hey, if you got some now, we're on.
This is Jeff. I think I sent it in a while ago. Is there a way on the team screens to kind of do like a mini bio profile when they hover over or click the agent's name on the team, so you know geography or anything about them, like production or what their ICA says, so that way we don't have to be an admin assistant to figure out all this stuff, and it's all on one dashboard?
Yeah, that's an amazing idea, Jeff. And definitely, we've taken that, put that on our roadmap and into consideration. And just keep in mind, this is just version 1 of these features. These are constantly going to evolve. They're going to improve. And those types of ideas are exactly what we're looking for. So thank you so much for that feedback, Jeff. And we do have it noted. So just hang tight. We have a very long roadmap of updates and improvements for these features. So just hang tight and we'll keep you updated as we move along.
Thank you. Looks great. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Any other thoughts, comments?
Yeah, and I just want to make a real quick comment, Sam. All of you folks out here are, generally speaking, some of our most appreciated partners. Every one of you is a partner with us, is appreciated. And that means that any feedback you can give us as your business partner to help us progress our end of the business is only going to affect yours in a positive way as a byproduct. So we appreciate any feedback you have, because we're not above reproach. And the reason we partnered with you to begin with is because you're not either. And we want that feedback and appreciate it. So anything you guys have, don't be afraid to reach out. We're here for that reason, and we partnered for that reason.
Good call out.
Yep.
Awesome. So very exciting today. We have one of our latest partners, HouseAmp, which is like concierge on steroids. So let me hand the mic.
I can't unmute. It won't let me unmute.
You're unmuted. You can hear you.
Am I unmuted? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Awesome. All right. Well, this is super exciting. Really excited to be here with you guys today. My name is Marin. I am located in lovely, semi-sunny Southern California for our California peeps who are in the room. I am really excited to be here with you guys today and talk about the launch of your new Radius Concierge program. To give you a little bit of background as we go on this lovely journey together, I am here to support you. I also have my incredible colleague David on the phone. He and I will be leading trainings following today's launch, and we'll cover all of that at the end of the deck. But I was an agent for 10 years. I've sold hundreds and hundreds of properties. I know what you guys go through intimately. And so I am here and always happy to meet with you, strategize with you. When you guys talked earlier about new business and growth, I think you're going to see that there's a lot of ways to leverage programs like Radius Concierge in a meaningful way to drive the needle on your business. And it's more relevant in today's market than ever. So just know that my contact information is there. I'm very accessible and happy to help and support all of you guys. And thanks for the shout out, David. Appreciate it. So without further ado, I'm going to dive into the deck, but I love questions. So feel free to fire them out as we go. Welcome to your new Radius Concierge platform. You guys are going to find it located on your platform under the Concierge button. You have 3 amazing choices at your disposal. You have Radius Concierge, you have Zoomkasa and Curbio. All excellent, amazing programs that can really help power your business in a meaningful way. I'm going to cover some of the unique differentiators of the Radius Concierge platform for you guys today to give you an overview and get you excited so you come and you join us for training following this little launch today. We have a couple different programs on the platform that are going to service you and your clients. We have a homeowner program that's an equity-based loan built for your sellers. We have an agent assist loan. We have a really cool equity estimator that I'm going to talk to you a little bit about because it's a fun tool for you to prepare for your listings and when you're prospecting, how your service providers are included in this whole process. And then also, like I mentioned, we're going to cover training dates and contact information. So with that, we're going to go to the next slide. All right. So I've got great news and I've got other news. We are initially launching this program in Washington, Oregon, Colorado, and Florida for you guys out there. California is coming. It will launch the end of July. You guys have the ability to go in and create your accounts now if you'd like, or if you go to the landing page, you're going to see that there's a waiting list and you can add yourself to the waiting list. And as soon as your states are unlocked, we will notify you and set up a one-on-one training with you to get you all good to go on your platform. But you can create an account currently if you want to. It just won't include everything that we're going to cover today. So for Washington, Oregon, Colorado, and Florida agents out there, we are good to go. And California, we're coming for you. Texas, we're coming for you too. So it's just around the pike, I promise. Let's go to the next slide. Going to dive into that homeowner program that is on the platform for you guys. This is a really incredible, flexible program for you. It is equity-based. It is not FICO-based. So we have facilitated loans for people with 450 FICO scores for $300,000. It is a choose your own adventure. There is no minimum and no max on list price, and there is no minimum and no maximum on project size, so long as there is sufficient equity. It is, like I mentioned, an equity-based secured loan. So there is a deed of trust that is filed on the title chain, just like a regular mortgage. Payoff is requested by your title company, your escrow officer at close, just like they request that payoff demand from a mortgage lender. And the loan is paid off at close. There's no upfront fees for your clients. They don't need to do anything, and they can immediately start paying vendors with a click of a button on the platform. Super flexible. You guys, you can use these funds for anything. Both the agent assist and the homeowner program is really flexible. We have facilitated payment to retirement homes, of VRBOs, for deposits, legal fees. I have one in the queue right now where it's a divorce, it's contentious, and the wife wants to get paid out. So they literally are taking out a loan, and they moved $50,000 over to their attorney, and their attorney is distributing payment to the wife so she can get paid off and claim the deed to the house over. You can use these funds for catering, drone video, marketing, estate planners, you name it. It's very flexible. The caveat to this is the service provider has to create an account on the platform because service providers are paid on the platform. So they upload invoices, and with a click of a button, the homeowner or you, if you have an agent assist loan, can pay the service provider directly in real time via ACH. And with that, we'll go to the next slide and I'll cover that agent assist loan with you. Agent Assist is another program we have on the platform. It's super cool. It's quick, easy money. I know when I was an agent, a lot of times I would front fees for my clients. Sometimes, if I had to, I would even pay for things as part of the service that I was offering my client. This money gives you the ability to do that. It's a $7,500 unsecured loan. It's just a line of credit for you guys to use in whatever way you want to. After 3 successful payoffs, you will get a credit line increase, much like a credit card, because you've shown that you're good for it. And all you need for this loan is to upload a fully executed listing agreement to the platform, and there is a credit check annually with a minimum FICO of 650. Again, these funds are flexible. You can use them to pay your drone guy. If you're going to do, I used to do like wine and cheese twilights at my properties here in Los Angeles, right? If you want to cover some staging costs for your client, these are paid off at close as well. You can pay them off in one of 2 ways. You can negotiate with your seller and let them know, I'm going to front these fees for you, and they can pay them off at close. Or if it's expenses that you personally want to take on as a business expense, you can pay it off with a portion of your commission at close.
This is so cool. This is so
cool. Awesome. Yeah. So both really flexible programs that you can leverage to grow your business with. And we're going to dive more into that and how you create your account and all that good stuff. Our first training is tomorrow. And let's go to the next slide. Talk to you about a couple other little cool features. So when you guys create your account, you are going to see your first stop along your little path. I always like to say we're like air traffic control, choose your own adventure. Your first stop is going to be our equity estimator. This equity estimator is a super cool tool. Go in. We're going to create your accounts. As soon as you guys are ready, create your account, go in, start playing with this equity estimator. It is real-time data, you guys. You can put in any property address, your sister, your boyfriend, your best friend, your past clients, your prospects, that house you walk past on your walk every night with your family. Put in the address, and it's immediately going to pull up market value, estimated equity, and estimated accessible funding. That last line you see that's estimated accessible shows you how much money the client actually will most likely be given by our lending partners. It's pretty cool and pretty amazing. They don't have to use it all. They can increase. They can start with 20. Quick tip, these programs can be used when you're in escrow. I know sometimes I would get into inspections and something comes up, right? Foundation issues, chimney issues. You don't have to just use these for pre-list process. You can actually use this once you are in escrow too, to make everybody happy and get the deal done and get to close. But this is a super fun tool. If I were still selling, I would go in here and I would immediately put every address in and be like, can they afford to pay me my commission? Do they have enough money to cover closing costs? How much equity do they have? So if I walk into the house to do a listing consultation with them and I do a wants and needs analysis and I hear what they need, maybe they need help with moving costs, right? Or you need to help facilitate something else. The house is turnkey, but there's other issues happening in the situation. You can really go in educated and be that incredible real estate consultant, which is what you want to be. And it's why they should hire you and not the other schmo down the street, right? So we're going to dig more into this at the training as well, but it's a super fun tool. I highly encourage you to create your account and start playing with it. Pop in as many addresses as you want. It's real-time data. Let's go to the next slide. I spoke a little bit about your service providers, you guys. So the way that the platform is built is it is a platform that connects third-party lenders, you, homeowners, and service providers. It's this really cool streamlined ecosystem where everybody has an account and everybody can communicate with each other. One of the things I forgot to mention to you guys is your homeowners get approved with no paperwork for their funding in 90 seconds or less on the platform. It's instant funding. It's really, really cool. It's a really super user-friendly process for them. For our service providers, right? I know when I was an agent, I had my team, my stealth team. I knew when I was getting a listing, they would go in, they would engage my client, they would get stuff done, they'd do it right, they would do it fast. You can invite your own service providers to the platform and put them in front of your clients and use them. That is totally fine. If there's a need for something, right? There's a unique case. you can search by geo and find your own service providers. If you want a turnkey provider like a Curbio or a Revive or whatever, you have the ability to go in and you and your clients can choose that turnkey provider to just take over all of it. So you don't have to worry about managing any of it. So it gives you a lot of options. Again, choose your own adventure. We're going to walk you through how to invite your service providers on the training. Super easy, super streamlined. Service providers love it because they get paid with a click of a button and they don't have to wait till.
Moran,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me,
Yeah.
just I want to footnote those of you who are premier partners that I work with around co-marketing strategy, start thinking about this implementation. This is a foolproof way to add value to your service providers instantly for a return. Continue. Sorry.
Some of your service providers get leads directly, right? And imagine if you could partner with them. Yep. I just reached out actually. Stay tuned. I have a guy who has incredible inheritance data. This is a great place to use programs like this. Most people who inherit homes do not want to hang on to them. They want to sell them. So the likely to sell is very high with that data. It's actionable, real, like life now data. Jeff, speaking to what you were talking about, having that ISA team and being really creative in how you build your business. There's all kinds of ways you can leverage these programs with propensity to sell data, title data. I worked in title and escrow for the better part of the last 10 years. So we can get really, really fun and crazy with creative ways to farm and market yourselves as we dig into the program. So I'm looking forward to that with you guys.
Can I ask two quick questions?
Oh, yeah.
On the funding for an agent, what's the benefit of using this versus throwing it on your credit card? Because if it doesn't close, either way, if it doesn't close or something goes wrong, you're still on the hook, correct?
You are still on the hook. So it's quick, cheap money. And
We'll define cheap money.
Well, we're going to go into that. I'm going to dangle a carrot and tell you to join our training. How you like that?
One other thing is the service providers, who handles their COIs, who makes sure that they're licensed. If we use someone out of this, can we be guaranteed that they have liability insurance, the proper license and all that?
You know, just like you would in real life, in the real life world, you and your clients need to do your own due diligence. We do ask for licensing data. It is not required. I know Kevin, my handyman, is amazing and he's not licensed. And I don't know what I would do without that man. He would create an account and I would pay him on the platform and he would be allowed to be on the account. The things that we need for service providers to create an account is they need to create an account and they need to upload a business banking account. So those are the two requirements.
But no insurance or no license? And is that stated? Like if I have a client that goes and does this, they get all jacked up and they're excited.
Yeah.
They find out the roof falls in and there's no insurance.
Well, I would say you want to do your own due diligence.
No. But is that stated on the site or no?
No, because really ultimately anytime a service provider is hired and paid by the homeowner, the relationship is between the homeowner and the service provider, not you. So you know how like through the years we get yelled out by our legal counsel and our brokerages where they're like, do not give legal advice. You are not a CPA. Send them to the CPA, right? It's kind of like this. You want to encourage your clients do their due diligence, but this is a great way for them to get quick access to various vendors or seamlessly work with the vendors of your choice and pay them quickly, seamlessly, and it's really, really reasonably priced. And we'll dig into that further and walk through all that with you in the trainings too. But great question. And I can't tell who asked that question, so forgive me. Who was that?
If it was a good question, I'm Chad. If it was a
hey, Chad. Okay, good. Sorry. They were great questions, Chad. There's no bad questions. Chad, where are you located?
Tampa.
Nice. You're in Florida. So this is ripe and ready for you. I mean, you might need the program just for like pest control during the summer, right? Because Florida
is cheap stuff usually, unless the house is being eaten up by termites. Then
it was a joke. I have family.
Come on, Chad. We got mosquitoes the size of hand fists out here. You definitely need something.
I have family in Florida, and I was visiting them. I think it was May a couple of years ago, and there were little tiny toads all over the walls everywhere. It was wild. They were so cute. They were adorable, but my aunt did not like them. She did not take kindly to the toads on her walls, but I thought they were really cute. I don't know. So it's a Florida thing. Awesome. Okay, let's go to the next slide, you guys. I'll wrap it up for you. So these are these agent trainings that I was talking to you about. You're going to come to the agent trainings. They usually run around 45 minutes and then Q&A, depending on how many questions you guys have. We try to move fast. Either David or myself will be doing these trainings. These are the first 3 that we've scheduled with you. In the event that you can't make these trainings, reach out to us. We will schedule private one-on-ones with you or your teams as well. We're really happy to do it. We want to make sure we're supporting you and your clients and your business and your teams in meaningful ways. But these are the initial rooms trainings that have been scheduled. So go in, sign up. I'm super excited to see you. We're going to walk you through everything. We're going to walk you through pricing. We're going to walk you through how to create an account. We're going to walk you through how to invite your homeowners and manage projects. We're going to walk you through ways to creatively leverage this in your marketing and your farming to drive lead generation for yourself. So come join us. Super excited to see you. Still here for more questions if Sam wants to allow time for it. But definitely come to the training and we'll dig into the meat and the potatoes of it, and appreciate your time and excited to work with all of you. So here for you. Don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah. Are there any additional questions? I would definitely encourage everyone to join the trainings. Concierge services can really impact, your business, and the flexibility that HouseAmp brings with allowing you to bring in either your vendors, your clients' preferred vendors, I think is a really powerful tool. And the fact that it's not just based that there's no cap except for the equity available in the home to the homeowner. I think they can pay for car payments, lawyer paymmes. It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, I don't think they can go to Vegas with this. I always joke, I love flowers and massages, long walks on the beach. But no, it is really, really flexible funding. It's not just renovation, right? Sometimes your clients need help in order to facilitate selling their house or moving out of their house into their next one. And it's not necessarily renovation related, right? So yeah, we've seen the whole gamut: legal fees, dog walkers, retirement homes. We've facilitated payment to move an elderly person out of her home so that they could get in and remodel a house that hadn't been touched in 40 years. Her entire net worth was tied up in the equity of her home. And so that was a really meaningful experience, because not only did we get to help her and take the stress out of her life, but the agent was able to go in and turn it into a beautiful turnkey home and get her the most money for her house, so that it wasn't just a flipper coming in and lowballing her, right? So you can do multiple projects. They can increase. Your clients can start with 30 and then ask for another 10 and ask for another 20, so long as there's sufficient equity there. So it's very flexible.
And I love the hook, the interest rate hook, to get people into the trainings. Well done. How much is this exactly? But the fact that you as a first-time user, as an agent, get up to $7,500, and that eventually that limit be raised to $25,000. Hopefully, again, I think the word for the day for HouseAmp for me is flexibility. So super exciting opportunity. Thanks, Marin, for partnering with us and for bringing this to the group today.
Well, thanks for having us. I'm so excited to work with all of you guys and be a part of the Radius community. I'm so excited. So happy to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks. Let's see what do we got going on here? One last one. There you go.
Hello. There's one more slide I forgot. Silly me.
Look at that. Marin,
you thought you were done with me. What, David?
We're like the same human being with the whole QR code stuff.
I'm the Giacomo who decided to throw this in last minute too, by the way. Shame on me.
I love it.
You guys, your platform can be found in your Radius platform. It's very easy. It's under Concierge. However, if you want an easy short path right now for funsies, because you're super excited, pull out your phone right now, scan that QR code. There you can either click on your date and create your account.
I didn't do that, did
I?
What happened?
We got a little. Oh, it ended. All right.
We went to the Twilight Zone. Hey,
That was real trippy. I enjoyed it.
That was nice. It slowed us all down. It was a moment of zen.
It really felt like that. I was in a different vibration. Jeez.
Right? Anyway, that QR code will take you to the option to click on your state and create your account, or click to sign up for the waiting list if we're not in your state yet, but you're super excited and want to learn more. Okay, you guys? And with that, I'll shut up and let you move on with your day and your amazing meeting. So
Thank you. All right. So who's going to jump on and welcome some of our new members to Radius? Is that maybe it's me? I'm going to go ahead and welcome some new members to Radius. I love seeing these logos and these brands being created. It's it's our value prop manifest in action. It's great to see, and a number of you I've actually met. So welcome all the recent team additions. Thanks for making the leap with us. As you've heard, from early on, Jessica, or you've heard David weigh in today. For us, it's all about partnership and facilitating your growth. So whether you're a legacy team with us or one of the newer ones, let's keep the lines of communication open. We're here to serve the communication give us the opportunity. So welcome to Radius. I think we have another slide of teams that have joined. It's just absolutely
real quick shout out to of those teams. I want you guys to note Sheila Mayers. She is our largest partner to date, enterprise partner. So congratulations, Sheila, for stepping into a team of over 100 agents deep in Orange County, California. You are an absolute legend. Welcome.
Love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Welcome, Sheila, and all. Awards. Now I know for certain.
Now I will step in.
Christine, thanks. Take it away.
Well, we need to celebrate some awards. It has been a very good quarter, kind of like Sam was going over earlier. So I'll just let you run to the next one. We have a lot of our ROC members. For those of you who don't know what that encompasses, that is the Radius Owners Club. You need to be a part of it if you're not. This is, everyone that's with us that is utilizing our Refer and Earn platform and, becoming partners with us in business as we make those referrals. So there's a lot of you guys there. We appreciate each and every one of you. These referrals are pertinent for our growth.
Absolutely. And just for an overview, because I'm sure everybody totally knows what the ROC is and they're already members. But the Radius Owners Club is the group of people who actually own shares in the larger corporation. One of the benefits of working and partnering with Radius is not only do we facilitate your business, but as your business grows, our business grows, and we want you to enjoy that growth on both levels. So these are people who have referred other teams, other top performing agents to our recruiting team. Our recruiting staff, and whether that referral ends up on your team or whether they're joining on their own, you'll receive stock options and ongoing passive income from helping yourself grow, from helping us grow as a larger group. So we really wanted to shout out the ROC members.
Yes. And just to clarify too, those people that are those ROC members, they're not just submitting these referrals. These are agents that are, joining us. They're going full circle. Yes. So our top refer for Q1 was Ian Batra. So congratulations, Ian, for knocking it out of the field, bringing us, yourself as well, great agents. We very much appreciate what you bring to the table.
Most interesting man in the world.
And so it's no surprise that we see him again here as, our top guy there. There's Ian. We have Tyler and Elizabeth as well. And I will give, some shout outs to them. Elizabeth is probably the most recent that has joined this group of 3 right here. So to see her as one of our top refers, congratulations to you, Elizabeth, and to you, Tyler, as well. It's great to see you all on there.
And if you haven't already seen the interview with Elizabeth Alligood, I think you all have. She's not to say that Tyler and Ian, both wonderful, dynamic people as well, but just an absolute powerhouse. I think it's worth everyone to get to know all 3 of them. But since I was able to spend some time with Elizabeth, I can certainly put that forward. So if you haven't seen that interview, it's in the Rooms dashboard. Take a couple minutes, and you can get a little bit more color on who Elizabeth is, and then maybe it would, it might even turn into a relationship, over time. So there you go.
Absolutely. Another one we've got on here is our top owner is going to be Stacy Torres. She is another new team that's just joined us this past quarter, and they just have kind of barely scooted in there. They're kind of on the line, but we definitely wanted to acknowledge you as well. You and your team coming over has really been great, and we're excited to bring more on with you. So you're going to see here, Stacy, Elizabeth, Teresa. Teresa has brought over another one of our very large teams. We are very excited. They're out of Florida and Georgia, as well as Tony Gonzalez also. You guys have all done an amazing job for us this past quarter. So that is very exciting. I did want to kind of follow up to what Sam said. If I was just telling Elizabeth yesterday, if you don't follow her on LinkedIn or social media and you're wanting to know any platform to use for marketing or things like that, which all of our team leads are constantly bringing up, follow Elizabeth. Her interview is great with us, but she has all kinds of great material on there. And then we've got Lee Martin and his team here. That's going to be our top team in units. So congratulations to you guys for doing 17 deals. That is amazing. And outside of Lee and his team, we also have Jeffrey, who we've got to visit today with a little bit. His team, as well as Trajectory, Rise Group, and Ventia. You're going to notice here there's a little bit of overlap in our rock owners with Teresa and Jeff and some of these people that are really busy and referring to us as well. So, we like to see that. It definitely turns around in all these different categories. You guys are certainly big players in our game. And our top team in volume is going to be Trajectory. So congratulations to you guys for almost hitting 21 mil.
Well done.
We have a really great vibe going. I like the 3 claps in the background here. We are all very excited for these awards, just so you know. Our top teams in volume here, obviously Trajectory is sitting at the top there. You guys have really blown it out of the water. Rise Group, Martin Collin Real Estate, Cruise Group, California Car Real Estate Group. All you guys have really had a great quarter. We're excited to see where that goes into this next one as well.
Let's go, partners. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I think a suggestion, just throwing this out there, you can shoot it down later, you can shoot it down now, but maybe a potential market comparison from our partners versus the average partner or the average team in the same area would be a great comparison in the market average going forward.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. We also, we've seen your team here. Lee, you've just really done great. So we like to see you there as well.
Look at that handsome guy. Definitely the best look of the group.
Morgan and Christopher may disagree a little bit. They may feel like they're contenders too. So we appreciate all of you guys. You're all contenders in this group.
Christopher Cruz, I just got to say this real quick call out. He always posts on either the Radius Network or LinkedIn. It's like I can't get away from him.
Hey, that's a good thing.
Thanks for noticing that, David. Thank you.
Yeah, man, you're a legend. You're a legend.
Okay, Sam, if you're going to move on to the next one, there we go. When we have Ray Joseph, well done, Ray, for being the top individual in volume at almost 17 mil. So, just killing
Ray,
it. Congratulations.
Is this guy in here? Is Ray in the room?
Is Ray with us?
He's busy selling.
Is this Ray is obviously not in this meeting. Ray is like making more money right now.
Is this Ray in California? I know this Ray.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know Josh Reef too. Happy to see you.
Southern Cal.
Yeah, I love it. See, already networking.
Yeah, this guy's a savage. Somebody sent him a t-shirt.
Okay, top individuals in volume. Again, Ray right there at the top. Morgan is not far behind, as well as Stephen Freeberg, Jess Williams, and Lee Martin. You guys have just done a great job. I am really excited to see you all on here. We need some of our ladies to step on and get up on this one too, though.
Jeez,
good call out. Good call out.
And this one's lengthy, so I'm going to kind of blow through here kind of quick, but we have a lot of anniversaries that we're celebrating this year. I'm going to give everybody a minute to kind of look over the screen so I don't butcher all of these names. But we have a lot of people that have been with us. It looks like, several of you are celebrating 1 year with us. We've got Armand, Hun, Diana, Tim that are celebrating 2 years with us. So we are very excited. I know we've got a couple that are going to be coming up on those 2 year anniversaries very soon as well. But thank you guys for all being a part of Radius and everything that we do. It would not be possible without each and every one of you guys.
Yep.
And Juan, are you still on or did you already jump? Juan and I have been kind of side texting over here. All of us are super chatty if y'all haven't noticed yet. And if we tell you our meeting's going to be done at 1, we're going to push it to the boundary. So Juan had a meeting he thought he was going to have to jump for. He was going to be here to chat with us a little bit.
Let's get Juan on next time, because I think there is another agent profile, and I do apologize to the group for not balancing a little bit better. But if Nell's on, that'd be great.
Nell's not with us.
Well, we can bring these two.
They're both out there doing business. That's why I wanted to feature them, because they're doing a great job. They've both recently joined us, have a ton to bring to the table. I was really excited for them both to be able to talk to you guys. They serve very different areas, both very well. So, these are just 2 agents and 2 teams out of very many that have joined us this last quarter. So don't think because your picture's not on this slide. Every one of you that have joined us recently, we are absolutely stoked for, and we're excited for all the new ones to come as well.
Brilliant. Thanks, Christy. I really appreciate that. That was a chunk, and I apologize. We should have started a little bit earlier. But what we can do with Juan and Nell is maybe we can pull them into some rooms and do some standalone.
I'm just going to use this to pivot. Now they have to feature a room, so yeah. We're just going to use it to our advantage.
Absolutely. And speaking of upcoming rooms.
Hi, everyone.
I can speak to upcoming rooms. We have a great. Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Please.
No, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say. So we have some great upcoming rooms coming. The Inspire series continue. We have Jordan Cohen coming next Wednesday, and also next Wednesday, Dee Wilmore is driving the team lead development, talking about the leadership ladder and building a high performing team. We could all use a hand there, so I appreciate that. And Radius Concierge, powered by House Amp. That's the training that Marin had talked about earlier. Those are set for the 4th, 16th, and 18th. If you're not an avid consumer of the Rooms content, become one. Jump onto the Rooms page. Every day there's something going on. You can you can create your own room, pull your own team together, start a marketing masterminds. You have it, but jump on in, be an active part of the community. There's lots of great stuff going on there. And the Radius Owners Club, which I think we have, covered earlier thoroughly. We don't really need to dive in there. If you're not currently an active ROC member, or you want more information about it, feel free to reach out to the recruiters or your ASM or Christy, and we can certainly give you, a full lowdown of it. But I don't want to run over my 11 o'clock, your noon, or 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon much longer. We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if Michael's on. He's out there running the mortgage company for us. But Loan Desk currently offers the ability we will serve as your ISA. We'll reach out. We'll try to get any leads that you have pre-approved. We have a full range of products. Very smart, creative loan officers who can help you get your deals done or give your clients lower rates, better service, faster service. If you haven't worked with Michael and team at Loan Desk before, feel free to set up a time with him and give Loan Desk a try. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the service that they provide. And I think without further ado, thank you so much for attending the quarterly meeting. You can always get in touch with us through the various means of communication, and jump into rooms. Again, there's lots of great stuff going on there. Whether you're a participant or whether you're leading a session, you have an idea for a session. Feel free to jump right in. But thanks so much. It was a brilliant Q1. We're heading towards the halfway point of Q2. Let's finish off the quarter strong. All right. Cheers. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Sam.
Thanks, guys. Pleasure.